exercises with a band. This will help relieve your hamstrings, your glutes, and will also give some relief to the back. Before we get started, I would love your support on my channel, whether you feel like subscribing, liking, turning on the notifications bell, or even sharing with friends and family. I would greatly appreciate it. And then if you're looking for equipment or gear or even training shoes, the links below support me in all facets, so I really, really appreciate it. But let's get started with that first exercise. You're gonna need a band. It is a green band. It's about a 1-inch thick band. So you notice it like my knuckle to knuckle here, 1 inch thick. We're actually gonna start with the first exercise, laying on our back. So as we lay on our back, you're gonna have your spine, your hips, your shoulders, all in the back. Entropy's gonna come join maybe. So the first exercise is gonna be a straight leg banded hamstring stretch. I like to thread the band at the arch of my foot. Opposite leg is long. Feet flexed or pointed. And then from here, I'm gonna wrap my hands at the end of the band. And from here, I'm gonna hold here for 30 seconds to 60 seconds. And while you're doing this, you're gonna do a contract release. So try to keep the legs as straight as possible. Extend the knee. Pull your toes back. That's actually gonna stretch a little bit more your calf and Achilles here as well. So while you're holding here, you're gonna do a 3-2-1. So it looks like this. 3-2-1. I'm gonna push my leg away, pull with my hamstrings for 3-2-1. And then as I release, I'm gonna release the tension from my hands as well as my leg. And then I actually wanna pull the leg a little bit closer to my torso and body. Now, if this is not doable, say you need to have a substantial bend in the knee because your hamstrings are so tight, that's okay. As you contract, release, try to straighten, push away, even if the arms go long away from you, 3-2-1, and then pull a little higher. That's the first exercise. You'll do that on one leg, then you can go to the opposite leg. Second exercise here, we're gonna keep those hip bones glued to the floor, and you're gonna drop the leg across your body while maintaining those hip bones in contact with the floor. You should feel this on the outside of your leg here, so your IT band, hamstring, and even glute. So same thing, while I'm here holding 3-2-1, push, pull, and then release. Remember, start with 30 seconds, then go to the minute. Third exercise here, we're gonna go off to the side. I'm demonstrating everything on the left leg. You could always do that as well. I'm gonna keep my hip bones in contact with the floor. Same thing, dropping the leg to the side. Push, pull, 3-2-1, release, and then pull a little higher. So during this 30 seconds, a minute, do the 3-2-1 release constantly. Another option here is to grab both bands with that left hand. Opposite hand, right hand, will come to my hip. And I wanna think of pushing my hip and pelvis down away as this leg comes across. You just wanna make sure your butt cheek doesn't roll off the floor like so. Keep it going across the body. Again, you'll do everything on that one leg, then you'll switch and do everything on the other leg, or do each leg alternating, that'll give you some stretch. Last exercise here, the fourth exercise I mentioned, you're actually gonna bring that leg into a figure 4 here. Now there's a couple different variations you can do. If you're super tight, stay here. Push the thigh away from yourself, or take your hand away and actively use your glute and hamstring to push that knee away. I'll show on the other side here. So notice how I'm pushing or pulling my knee away as I hold this stretch. Clearly Entropy wants to come join and play. So that's the one variation. If you want a little more intensity, you can lift the bottom leg up, pull that knee into you while still pushing that knee out. If you have a good amount of flexibility, you can thread your hands through the base of the hamstring, pulling the leg out. Clearly you can tell my hips are super tight because my knee's up here versus being down here. Now, these are, again, 4 different exercises you can include into your routine. I would recommend doing them as a warm-up, or you could even do it as a cool down depending on how much time you have, but being consistent every single day is gonna be important. The more inflexible you are, the more issues you might have in terms of range of motion, lifting, etc. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below if that's me, or if you want to see more of Entropy. If there's also other workouts or mobility exercises you'd like to see, I would really appreciate it by letting me know. Again, please feel free to share this. All support is very beneficial and helpful. Again, if you're looking for any content that is relative to you, let me know what you want to see more of. And if you want to support, again, check out those links below. Those support me in all the ways. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Take care.